You guys know that I usually never talk about leaks on my channel whatsoever. And if that's something that you don't want to hear right now, then I recommend skipping this video. But I just came back from a 2-day break and I heard what I consider to be, and I mean this genuinely, unironically, unequivocally, okay? And this is going to seem like an exaggeration. The worst thing ever to happen to a gacha game out of any game that I've ever played. Like, it is threat level dragon on how bad this shit is. And I say dragon because Hoyoverse is dragging their nuts on every single player's face for what they're about to do with Honkai Star Rail. This is offensive. You should be worried. You should be scared. You should be voicing your concerns on the forums, because I mean this genuinely. I think I would stop playing if this actually made it to live. It's actually that bad. They're going to take FOMO to a new height because it is truly that predatory. And I think a lot of players would join me when they understand how bad this precedent is on what it indicates for the current state of gacha games, the ever-growing problem of power creep in Honkai Star Rail, as well as the blueprint it's going to provide to other games and what they deem acceptable for the predatory practice that they can put forth. I mean this from the bottom of my soul. This is worse than anything that Genshin Impact has ever done. It's not even close. It's worse than Malvika and Sitlali on the same banner. It is worse than pay gating quality of life. It is so fucking bad. It's almost saddening. But I'm going to talk about what it is that they might do. And this is why I'm making this video, because it is so important to me that I'm hoping you guys will go onto the forums, go onto the YouTube comments, call out anyone defending this shit, going into Twitch chats, going into fucking Reddits, the Discords, and saying, we don't want this. The most beneficial thing that you can do right now is learn Chinese, go onto the Chinese forums, and bitch there too. All right? So Google Translate English to Chinese, go on to Bilibili or wherever the Chinese people talk. I don't fucking know. My social credit's not high enough, and I'm probably banned. And we need to voice that this shit is not allowed to come live. Now, in case you don't know what it is, and I'm going to tell you why it's a problem, and then we're going to react to a Reddit article and a YouTube video. What the passive does, and I don't want to clickbait you guys because I don't want to make this video too long before you get the point, and everything else is going to be icing on the cake. What Castorice does is when she's on your account, is she provides a universal buff for the teams in play, even if she's not on those teams. And the problem is that I've seen the in-game screenshots. I have seen what she does. And the worst thing is that there are 3 other characters coming out with a similar gimmick. All you have to do is pull them, and if they're on your account, I shit you not, they're going to increase the attack of every character on your team. They're going to increase the max HP and speed of all the characters on your team. And they're going to increase the skill levels of all the characters on your team. Now, the hope is to voice that we do not want this. Once again, they're leaks. So take them with a grain of salt. And the reason why I want you all to take these with a grain of salt is because I'm hoping there is no way this makes it to live. Because it is that broken. It is so bad, it's insane. Because now, if you don't pull them, your account is weaker, whether or not you're using them. Which means it makes every character a must pull if you want those universal buffs. And if you're saying they're not going to tune them to those stat requirements, I'm sorry, you are sorely fucking mistaken. Now, here's the thing. Tribby was nerfed 3 fucking times before she's making it to live. And she's still busted. That's why it really makes me worried, but at least they're open to removing these things. And I want to make this very clear. These do not need nerfs. Any content creator who's saying they need nerfs is wrong. They do not need a nerf. What they need is full removal. Full removal. There should be no character in the game besides ones that everyone will have on their account. If the main character had these buffs, it's fine, because you can't not have that character. You do not makes your whole account stronger even when not using them, as long as you have this character. And the rumor is what Castorice does is if one of your characters were to die, it puts them in a cocoon for 1 turn. If they get a heal, they come back to life. So it gives you a cheat death on a passive. That is merely dipping their toes in the water. What this can set for other gacha games, if other companies get wind that this is okay for them to do, so bad. Now here's the problem. People have already tried to voice their concerns on what happened with Castorice. And I shit you not, this thread that was very well articulated is downvoted to 0. The Honkai Star Rail community on the EN side does not want you talking about this. This is why this community is fucking cooked. This is why overpositive CCs in Honkai Star Rail can guarantee themselves an extra 400 to 500 viewers if they just suck the dick of this game. Because it sucks, but the longer we go on, the more the Honkai Star Rail community becomes the Genshin Impact community. And it's really disheartening, because I love this fucking game. I did. I don't know why they're doing this. Let's look over the things that were downvoted. The anniversary power creep trend, true. They did this with Acheron, now they're doing this with Castorice. However, I want to make this perfectly clear. Castorice is so much worse than Acheron. Acheron was at least, okay, this is fine. Silver Wolf was the part where I was like, all right, let's chill out here, guys. Implanting weakness, that's yikes. However, we're already past that. Acheron was just more of the shit that we already had. But Acheron did break the game. This breaks every principle in store for game development. Castorice widened power gap, true. The 2x super break meta, true. Persistent balance issues since Pentaconi, true. Comparison to Genshin Impact and other older Hoyo game, true. The struggles of non-whale players and the toxicity of content creators, true. Enough is enough, absolutely. I don't really think they missed too much on this, and why don't we just go ahead and read one real quick. I don't like comparing games, but I generally have to say this. While no gacha game is free for power creep, Genshin Impact, which is 4 years old, does not suffer nearly as it HSR. This is fine. It is important and very, very beneficial to compare other gacha games to current gacha games. An additional concern is that content creators and professional players seem out of touch with the average player. Many cannot afford to pull every top tier character, yet guide videos continue to push terms like best DPS and best support, making it seem like the old characters are useless, because they are, but I do agree. Many of the content creators for this game are severely out of touch. They think that every guy is going to have an E2 this, E2 that with the light cone. Absolutely not. The majority of players are maybe pulling 1 out of every 3 new banner unit and using 4 stars as their weapons, because they're not going to collect every primo gem. They're just going to log in, get the character they want, and then they're going to get the fucking ass whooped in MOC 10 and then stop playing till the next character comes out. It's embarrassing. And now there's another content creator who made a video on the situation, and I want to cover this too. We're going to cover my thoughts, Reddit's thoughts. All of that was downvoted, by the way. A guy telling the truth was downvoted into oblivion. And now we have another creator by AX. I have no idea who this is. It's a league channel, so it's probably low effort slop like every other league channel. But yeah, let's just peep it real quick.
Okay, so I was working on my video about male characters. It should be out in maybe a day or 2. But this just came up, and I'm not a league channel, but I have to talk about this.
Okay, this makes me feel better about this channel. Great. I think all league channels are fucking garbage.
This is way too important to ignore. So
absolutely, we're on the same
recently
page here.
Today, we got the leaks kits for Anaxa and Castorice. Now, Anaxa is looking to be one of the best characters in the game, which I already know that guy is going to get nerfed. He is way too broken. That's a separate issue. But here specifically, we're talking about Castorice. Now, Castorice, she's looking to be pretty good, but she does have this trace, or this ability, right? This is one of the most ridiculous things they've ever put in the game. I think this has lost my faith with Star Rail. And if this makes it to live, I better see people complaining. So,
no, we are going to complain now, because they're not going to take this out if it makes it to live. Guys, and I want to make that very clear. They will not remove this if it goes to live, because they're legally not allowed to. So we have to say something before it makes it to live.
Here's what she has. After obtaining Castorice, or when Castorice is in the current team, receive the following effects. In battle, when an ally receives a killing blow, all allies that receive the killing blow in that action enter the Lunar Cocoon state. Characters in Lunar Cocoon delay become downed and can take one action normally. After the action, if they receive healing or have a shield for the next turn, Lunar Cocoon is removed. Otherwise, they will be down immediately. This effect can be triggered one time per battle. So, look at this, right? It's a free revive, right? Which is cool, but...
That's for side 1 and side 2 of MOC, by the way.
Look at the first part of this. After obtaining Castorice, or when Castorice is in the current team. This effect works if she's not even in the team. Look at this. Look at this. Dude. She doesn't even need to be on the team. What are they doing? They added this to the game. This is in the beta right now.
So bad.
If you defend this, you are a corporate dick sucker. If you defend this, you are a Hoyo shill. If you defend this, you don't care about the game. I don't think I need to explain why this is a problem.
Oh, by the way, I'll be deleting this video if Honkai Star Rail does make this change. Otherwise, it's staying up because this is bullshit. Yeah, this is so beyond greedy. Having to pull every character to get every universal buff, that's a fucking joke. Especially when that game breaking. This is so retarded, it's insane.
This could be pay to win. It is borderline pay to win. Because if you die, don't worry, your Castorice that is sitting in your account, not even on the team, can revive you and save your run. Why is this in the game?
Yep.
Why is this in the game? It's like I said, yep, Honkai Star literally just added a free revive just by owning Castorice. She doesn't even need to be on your team. This game is so fucking cooked, man. Adding a revive...
You know what they should have done? If they wanted to do universal buffs, what they should do, like every other gacha game does, is make a pillar system and a tower system in their ship, where you can farm resources to upgrade the towers to increase universal attack by 10%, increase universal HP by 10%, increase universal defense by 10%, and one of them giving you a Mickey Mouse passive. Every other gacha game does it. It's very good in every other game. It gives players a reason to grind, but locking this behind a $300 character is just about the dumbest shit you can ever do.
Behind a paywall is the dumbest thing this game has ever done.
Jinx.
And I stick by that. They've done dumb things before. This is definitely one of the worst ones. And a leaker also confirmed that it is actually true and that it does work in the endgame. This works in the endgame. This is not just in, like, you know, your daily farming or even when she's just on the team. No, this is everywhere. This is everywhere.
That's so cooked.
And I can already see, yep. I'm going to see these comments. Look. Yep, in before thread lockdown. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't surviving.
And it's crazy how anything negative Honkai Star Rail is now being heavily moderated by the community and the moderation team. It's a joke. Guys, to quote a great man, I've played these games before, and they don't end well. When you have to lock down people talking about the game state of your game, rather than having a open, honest discussion, that's when you know it is fucking over.
V2. There's no way. There's no way they're keeping this in the game. Again, I better not see a soul defend this. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable.
Don't worry, Soul won't defend this. I don't think he plays HSR anymore. I think he's like doing Marvel Rivals content with Exco Solo, man. It's fine.
This is probably as bad as when they put Sit Lolly Mawika.
Although maybe he's back on Sesame Street with Miss Piggy, Kermit.
On the same banner in Genshin. This is ridiculous. I'm at a loss for words. I was giving this game a chance. I really was. 3.0 was terrible. 3.1 is already looking terrible. I might stream it. I might stream the story, I guess, if I want to. I don't know.
I am not doing any story until 3.2 when they give me a skip and summarize button, which I believe they're doing. I believe they're taking out a lot of shit. But yeah, I'm just like not touching it until 3.2. I'm good.
But I gave till 3.2. I said, you know, if this patch is good.
Like, I'll probably get a Tribby, but story content, nah, I'm good, man.
You know, sure. Maybe I'll stick around for a bit. Maybe I'll even spend money. Because, you know, I really want to E6 in Anoxa. I do. I really like that guy. But I can't. If they're going to do this, I can't. I said before, I wanted to E6 Jing Liu. If they're going to do this, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. This is absolutely unacceptable. This is literally... Yeah, look at this comment. HSR could be better game if we didn't pull out effort in a single unit only every 6 months. This is literally always spitting in your face to pull casters. Yep. If you don't pull casters, go fuck yourself. Hopefully you can have a good healer. Hopefully had good healer. And then what they're going to do? They're going to make all the endgame do so much damage to the fact where you either need the new shield healer, you need Aventurine, or you need Castorice so she can revive you. That's what they're going to do. Watch. I guarantee you that's what they're going to do. I can't. I don't even know what to say.
It sucks because the big thing that's really keeping me genuinely engaged with Honkai Star Rail is knowing the Fate collab is coming soon-ish. And I do really want to play as Saber because I'm sure Saber's going to be added to the game. I think that'll be cool as fuck. But I'm just so curious in how they're going to do that collab because they hyped it up for so long. And I'm just so worried, man.
I gave this game a chance. They failed it. If this ends up in live game, I better see the entire internet complain about it. I better see that. And, you know, like, first anniversary Genshin.
Oh yeah, the new boss drains your HP to 0. Well, wouldn't it be so helpful if you had a free revive? Sorry, drain your health to 1. Yeah, dude, wouldn't you feel safe if you had a Castorice on your account? Guess you better get to Poland, man. And here's the great thing. You don't even have to use her. You just got to have her on your account, man. That's so good.
Type shit. Google Classroom is not safe. I can say that right now. Google Classroom will not be safe if they keep this in the game. I already see so many people angry. Good. Keep going. Make your voice heard. Do not let Hoiverse get away with this. Do not let them get away with this. Anyways, this is a smaller video, I know.
Oh yeah, if this is put on their dev live stream, whenever the 3.2 dev live stream is, chat, I mean this wholeheartedly, we are going to rip them a new asshole. I will be there live for 3.2. There is no way we let this come to live. And if we do, man, they're going to lose so many fucking players, but they'll sure make a lot of money. And so we get to see what's more important than, man. We get to see. I would have no interest in playing this game if this change actually makes it to live. It is so bad for the players. It is so fucking bad. It's beyond fucking terrible. It is spitting. It is slapping the face of every single person that's ever supported them. What a fucking joke.
But I need to talk about this. This is absolutely unacceptable. Even if I look, I'm going to try to see if there are people talking about this. See, if we look at this, we scroll down, people talking about our animation. Oh, I'm going to have to blur that. All right. I should probably look up Castorice Revive.
Was that porn? Hold up. Did he find Castorice porn? Oh, yeah. That was Castorice getting fucked by a male MC. Hey, good shit, brother.
Yeah.
Link
yep, this shouldn't
been.
exist. Or even if it is, it should only be active when Castorice is present. Imagine pulling for Castorice you have on your account. And now, even if you don't use her, your team will revive once they are dead because of this global passive. Yep. This is Star Rail. This is Honkai Star Rail in 2025, guys. Okay, you don't even need to, like, look, dude. Yep, she can revive herself. Sure, that makes sense. But she should not be able to do it when she is not in the party.
Absolutely.
I hope this is a bug. I hope this is a bug or a huge misunderstanding and they fix it. Because there's no way. Yeah. Here's the tweet that we saw. Yeah.
And what's really scary is now we're heading into levels of incompetency of our developers where, and I mean this genuinely, how in the fuck did any of them think that we wanted this? Like, this is a Genshin survey moment. Oh, what do you mean? You don't want to have to wait till Wednesday to get your match? Oh, we just don't get it. Oh, we just didn't get it. Like, oh, you didn't want this? Oh, you didn't want to have to pull a $300 character in a global passive on every character? Oh, why didn't you say so? Why didn't you tell us that before the game's released? Well, yeah, we tell you not to look at leaks, but you should have this time. That way we could have known. Well, we can't remove it anymore because it's in the game. Sorry, China laws. Yeah, sorry, man. Yep. Like, what the fuck?
This is a good thing? Fuck no, it's not. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Like,
look at people defending it in the comments. Yeah, because they're fucking dumb. And content creators who are giving these people, in quotations, people, because they're retards, they're robots, they're synthetic humans, they're not real, are just as dangerous as them. I'm very glad to hear that Mr. Pokey said that it needs a nerf, although he needs to change his vernacular and say removal. Because you cannot nerf this enough. Global passives must be removed.
oh, I want to see this, yeah. I saw this before.
Rare Pokey W? No, he did not get a W. He got an N. It's a neutral. He almost got there. Yeah. If only I streamed first. That way he would have known what to say. But he almost got there. Classic Mr. Poke getting another N.
Want to read this? Mad negatively, as in people are staunchly opposed to the characters giving you benefit while not even being on the team, especially when the benefit is potentially as strong as a revive. Yep, revive is super strong, and again, like I said, if they tear the endgame to do so much damage that you need like a Luocha, whatever the fuck that new healer's name, I don't even know her name, Haya, whatever, and you don't have that, go fuck yourself. You don't have Castorice that can revive you, go fuck yourself. Like, it's one thing if Castorice is just broken and you put her and her teammates together and you win, at least until she's power creep, fine. We've had that since launch. Yep. Yeah, she's gonna get power creep, Finance gonna power creep her, Cyrene's gonna power creep her, New March is gonna power creep her, everyone's gonna power creep her, right? It happens, but this is different. But if this works how we fear, you pull Castorice and it's a substantial upgrade for every single character and team on your account permanently. Like, imagine being a big fan of Noxa and you learn that you need to pull Castorice to get an account-wide revive buff and Noxa has 0 equivalent. Yep. If you're going to do this, give it to Noxa, or just put it on her team only. If you put it on her team only, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But the fact that you're doing to everyone is the scummiest thing you guys have ever done. And Star at least. I don't think...
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. No, I think it is the worst thing they've done in any of their games ever. It sets such a bad example. And if other games start doing this, it's even worse. Yeah, I saw a leak for, what's her name, Cantarella, where she can swim really fast. Wuthering Waves really, really needs to give gliders in all zones. Immediately. Like, immediately. The quicker, the better. And it's going to come. I'm sure it's going to come. There's no reason for it not to come. But it needs to happen. Gliding needs to be available everywhere if we're going to make quality of life speed boost like that. I don't want Wuthering Waves to have some of Genshin's predatory practice. I just don't. So just let us glide everywhere and it's all fine. This is just such a bad precedent for the fucking game. And I already know people are going to greet this video with negativity. And I mean this generally, guys. I think I've been pretty consistent for the 6.5 years I've been on YouTube. I'm not saying this because I don't like the game. I'm not saying this because I hate the people who play the game. I'm saying this because I'm trying to point out the people who are ruining the game and how I'm worried about a game that I very much care about becoming another Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is already too late. It's gone. It's never going to redeem itself. It's just not. Honkai Star Rail still has a chance. The devs at least gave me the illusion that they were listening. And for me to believe them and then them have this in the beta notes, spit in the face. HSR second. ZZZ will be third. Does CN community have a comment about this? Apparently CN fucking hates it. However, I'm not Chinese. I'll see you on the next one. It's not a good look, man. It's really not a good look.